So let's see, what is my next question? I think we talked about this before, but this is a huge question that I've been asking during interviews. So, if there is one thing that happened during the pandemic, change that we've made that you think we should continue to do, what would that be?
Well, I feel like the pandemic caused people to consider well, I mean, amongst a certain cohort of people, right? Like a lot of people just want everything to go back to normal. But I
Yeah.
do feel like COVID was one of the big like dawning of a new age moments of like our time, just
Mhm.
in terms of like conscientiousness of how fragile everything is, whether that's our health, whether that's the global supply chain, just really a greater understanding of the interconnectedness of everyone.
Yeah.
um, and that when we're all standing in a room together that we're breathing the same air, and so if we can have good practices with each other, caring for each other, masking in crowded public places and stuff like that, I see that more at like an SF Zine Fest than I do at a concert, right? So I
Yeah.
think that there's something about cartoonists that we're naturally can be solitary creatures who
Yeah.
are working our bodies almost to the breaking point where
Yeah.
we have to be health conscious, right? So I notice a lot more cartoonists are willing to do that work of masking in public and
And also in the
uh
Bay Area, I think we're just more um not only just health conscious but just conscious of each other. I've traveled recently to Albuquerque and then to Seattle, and I feel like in between those stops, so going to different zine fest and comic festivals, people are looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm wearing a mask. But once I get to the con or get to the zine fest, everyone is wearing a mask, and we have that same like-mindedness. Like, yeah, we have to have community care. um, but in between those spaces, oh my gosh, it's
mainstream society is almost I'm afraid to say it, but there's a backlash from the consciousness that was brought up by COVID. People want to go back to the way it was, so to speak.
yeah.